Hello, how are you doing today? Or hey, welcome in. I'm gonna give it a few seconds for people to join the live if you do. And while you're coming in, drop where you're watching from in the comments. Um, and are you having a good day? Are you having a good week? How's the weather? All that stuff. Um, while as I usually say, while we wait, want to talk about something real quick. A lot of people are using AI wrong. Excuse me. They're typing basic prompts and getting basic answers, and then saying AI doesn't work for them. And the thing is, that's like buying gym membership and only using the parking lot, not knowing you could actually go inside the gym and get the type of results that you would like. Um, the same logic. What I do and what I teach at Promptify is prompt engineering. I know that sounds complicated, but it literally just means knowing how to talk to AI. So it gives you something you can actually use. Today, I'm going to show you in a certain topic, and by the end of this, you'll be able to do this yourself in about 5 minutes or however long it takes you to think up a prompt and think of maybe the details you'd like to add and then type it in. And the details, obviously, to get the cookie cutter type of results you want. Everything I show you is inside Promptify, and the link is in the bio, and it's also free to start. So today, just to give like some summarizing ideas on the topic we're about to talk about. So document a repeatable task while you do it, or the easiest way, I turn a repeated task into a checklist I can hand off. So maybe you can apply this however you want, but maybe you're simplifying information. So that, let's say that, for example, you're going to automate this, and you give it to somebody else and they see it as a checklist and they understand what each task is on the checklist or the each point is. And then that's easier for them to follow. Or maybe you are doing something and maybe you don't remember it, but you want to like document it down so you can repeat this over again. Maybe it's getting you results, or this is the thing that you want to do, and how can you organize this information in a way that is easier to read and apply immediately. Like when you look at a checklist, it's probably easier than looking at a paragraph if you're going to be following the information from it, right? Just very general things to say before I now get into the topic. So do the task once, capture the steps, then let AI clean the checklist, not invent the process. You want to follow the process, obviously, but that's like, we'll just make everything clear, right? Or that's like the aim, is to make sure everything's clear, you're doing everything you have to do, and then that's all it is to it, right? And how can you translate that to yourself, or translate that in a way that's very simple and effective, or just easy for you? Maybe you can do that yourself, and or you can have AI do it for you, and save you the time it would have taken you to sit down and sort everything out and maybe figure out what order works best and all this stuff, blah blah blah. Like, you can have AI just assist you, just like you could hire an assistant to assist you. You could have AI assist you for free if you understand how to convey these things to AI. So the easiest way I have found to document a task is not sit down and write a perfect SOP from scratch. I do the task once, capture the basic steps, and ask AI to turn those notes into a draft checklist. So, for example, I'm documenting how I prepare a simple weekly content folder. I record the actions I actually take, create the folder, name the files, add approved visuals, write the caption draft, and check the link. Then I paste those rough steps into Promptify. So the instruction is important. I tell it to preserve the order, keep every step short, and flag anything that sounds like a decision instead of a repeatable action. That means it can turn my notes into a clean first draft without pretending it knows how my business works. And here's the result. The checklist is clear, but it still needs my review. I add the folder naming rule that I forgot to say out loud. I remove a step that only applies to a special campaign. And I add a reminder to check that the visual matches the actual post. So Now the process is not trapped in my head. It's a living checklist I can use again, update, or share with somebody who needs context. So here's the thing: Promptify is free to start, and the link is in my bio. Now, before I end the video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the a prompt example of a prompt I would use for something like this, and then paste it in ChatGPT. This prompt came from Promptify. I'm gonna paste it in ChatGPT. I already have my information filled in, so any information that would go within, like, oh, fill in the blank with this and that, well, you'll see the prompt. You can fill in your own information. I have mine filled in already, and I'll show you the answer that it gives, right? So I'm showing you the exact prompt I'd use without filling in my exact information. You would fill your information in those spots where it's asking for it, and then you would get the type of result that applies to whatever it is you had in mind, or whatever you filled in, and so that ChatGPT could sort this for you, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to flip the screen and show you the prompt that I put in and the result I got for that prompt. So right at the top here, yeah, the prompt. When you get to the bottom, it says observe steps, paste notes from one real task. So you paste in what is applicable to you for this topic, and then I'm going to zoom out and show you the result I got. So I've already talked with ChatGPT, so it filled in the information for me. And that's the result of that prompt. Also, in all these videos, as per usual, please do stop and pause the video and read like what it says, so that you can see the type of answers that is being given for the prompts, right? Now, if you'd like access to high quality prompts like this and more, you can find them inside Promptify, and it's free to start, and the link is in the bio. If I've said anything that's helped you in this video, that is amazing, and I hope you have a great day.